Ever wondered how you can keep a melody interesting? Because when your melody sounds great for 20 seconds and then gets boring, you don't need a new idea, you need movement. Whenever your melody starts to feel static, do one of these. Here are 5 micro changes you can apply fast without rewriting your melody. So listen to this example. It's a cool melody, but over the course of a whole track, it can get a little bit boring. That's what we are here for today. So tiny changes have a huge impact. And the easiest way to get some variation into this are micro shifts or ghost notes. So let's look at the MIDI right here. For example, we can shift one of these notes to instantly unlock a new, different vibe with the overall same melody. So for example, we could move this note here and also in the sequences after that. Such a subtle change, and instantly we have a new groove. Another very interesting thing is something like a ghost note. So we could add a new note with reduced velocity so that it briefly appears and we alter the shape of the melody. It can be so easy. So now we've got movement and timing. Next we'll create movement with space. So let's get back to our original example. And this one is a classic in electronic music production. Creating a call and response phrase by leaving space every other bar. So we delete these notes right here and create a gap. So the initial phrase instantly feels bigger because it has room to unfold. In the silent gap, we let delay and reverb do the work. This is atmosphere in its purest form. And the next bar, so bar number 3 in this example, is the response. Also powerful and with enough space to breathe. Super easy, but crazy powerful. So, and the next one is actually a pretty obvious one for more variation with your melodies. Changes in voicing or a complete octave flip. For example, we can shift 1 or 2 notes up for a special highlight within the phrase. So, for example, from this to this. Or we switch the whole sequence 1 octave up or down. This is especially powerful for second drop variation or halfway through the drop for a little surprise element. To keep your melodies interesting, texture morph is an awesome way with countless options. By that I mean we automate effects to change the texture of the loop over time. And now the fastest way, filter movement. So we add movement and character by filtering the melody in and out. I already have this automation right here. And the basic filter in your DAW, which I also used here, is already enough for that. As I said, the possibilities are endless. Endless. And you can basically do this with every effect you can even imagine. For example, also sequencing with plugins like Transgate or Grossbeat can also add a completely different layer to the sound of your loop. The key idea is simple. One loop, same notes, different texture. And now, last but not least, another simple yet effective way to bring variation into your melodies. Phrase punctuation, meaning we change the very end of the phrase. So for example, we could lengthen the last note of every sequence. Or by adding one tiny pickup note that builds a bridge between the end and the start of your loop, or the end and the beginning of every sequence. Tiny changes, big movement. That's what it's all about when applying these micro changes. And here they are, that's the whole idea. Same motive, and movement comes from timing, space, voicing, texture, and how you end the phrase. Whenever a melody of yours starts to feel static, don't write a new one. Just do one of these micro changes. If you want, tell me in the comments which one helped you the most. Also like and subscribe if you think this was helpful. I frequently upload music production content and also DJ sets and songs. So make sure that you don't miss it, and every like, every comment, everything helps a lot and is much appreciated. So have an amazing day or night, and see you in the next one.